Yo, what's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Hopefully, y'all can hear me, man. Hopefully, everybody's good. What's up, my dog? Comment. What's going on? When he says, "Yes, sir." Marcus, what's going on with you? Nova, what's going on with you, my dog, man? Darnell, what's going on with you, man? Can y'all hear me clearly, man? As y'all see, I am live at Radio Row. You can see all the background. Bleacher Report's going crazy with the background, man. They got a whole carnival type thing going on. Just want to make sure my audio's good. Want to make sure I pop on and talk to the fam, man. Says welcome to the Bay, man. Hey, it's beautiful out here, man. The first time I came out here was when the Cowboys played the 49ers, but I was out in Santa Clara, so I wasn't in San Francisco. But right now we're downtown at the convention center, and it's nice. This is where I'm staying in hotels at. So I'm having a good time here at the convention center in San Francisco. So tonight we have a big media party. I'm going to go out and do that. Yeah, and kind of just enjoy myself, man. So hopefully everything is good with everybody else. Got a lot to talk about when it comes to the Cowboys stuff. Last night, if you haven't seen the interview, got to interview Demarcus Lawrence. Got a good quote from him about Ron Marinelli. Talked to Cooper Kupp about Connor Riley. Who else did we interview? Talked to Stephon Diggs about Trayvon Diggs, whatnot. I will be out here until Sunday. I'm coming back Sunday morning. So I'll be back in Kansas City Sunday morning, but I'm out here all the way until Sunday morning. So it's going to be a long week of Radio Row. Been doing a lot of walking, man, and finally to sit down. But y'all know we're family, man. Actually, see table. You guys can sit here. I can leave. No, I'm just. I sat.
We're actually waiting for somebody who's going to be here. But
Okay.
You're not. This isn't your.
No. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I found a spot to post up. So, yeah, I'm actually out here until Sunday morning. But I'm gonna talk about something quickly, man, because something happened today that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, pause if you will, man. So, I really don't try to cause friction with anybody. I never really said I have beef with anybody. Like I disagree with people all the time, but it's always come from a place of respect. But something happened today. It kind of just like pissed me off, to be honest with you guys, man. And there's a lot of Cowboys people out here, incredible people, man. I talked to Brian Broaddus, Joseph Hoyt, Jeff Kavanaugh. This goes on and on, right? Nick Harris. So there's all been love, man. But there's a situation that happened this morning where a certain individual, and I'm not even going to name dude, to be honest with you. But I reach out like, hey, man, slip his hand, reach out to shake his hand. I never knew we had any friction or anything like that. I really don't even talk about the guy like that. But then he was just like, I don't fuck with you. I don't do this because you disrespected me. I'm just like, when have I ever disrespected you? And he's like, I was like, bro, tell me what I did. Like, if I did something wrong, I apologize. But he's like, nah, keep that same energy in person, right? And so there's two sides of it, right? Y'all talked about this before in the show, man. I'm trying to change, man. I'm growing up. I'm mature, man. I'm not trying to have friction and beef and all sorts of stuff. So I've been really working into like meditation and just doing grown man stuff. But there was a side of me was like, he's trying to play you, bro. And it's in front of a lot of incredible people out here, So you're sitting out here bickering back and forth with me on some stuff I didn't even know I even said, right? But it's just kind of like keep the same energy and da and I don't mess with you. I'm just like, it was uncalled for. So I decided to kind of just take a lap, man, and clear my head, call my brother Rome, call DMV, call boss, call boss again, man. I am extremely thankful for those three brothers, man, because as I was walking this lap around Media Row, y'all know me, man, I was boiling. I was like, nah, he tried to play you, Tuck, on some weirdo stuff, bro. And nah, it wasn't Clarence. Salute to Clarence, man. Big dog Clarence, you know what I'm saying? And I kept walking the lap, and I was like, let it go, Tuck, let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I sat down and was like, nah, fuck that, And so I'm walking back over there like, yo, bro, we need to go take a walk real quick if it is what it is, if it's up like that. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, my dog Boss answered the phone while I was headed back, you know what I'm saying? And he told me something, right? So see that right there? See that? Boom. I'm trying to cover this up, right? CFO Sports, right? CFO Sports. And what was going to happen is they were going to say, aha, that's why we shouldn't let him in here. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I would have I would have, turned up like I was about to turn up. Like, thank God for my brother boss, man. Because I was, and the fact that he was like, it's not worth it, bro, because they're gonna paint you as the bad guy. When I was just showing love, here's how crazy it was, bro. Y'all know how much back and forth I've had with 105 through the fan. I sat down at the 105 through the fan table and talked to Brian Bryce. We talked about draft and everything. So it's like I don't have any problem with any of these media people. Now, do I disagree? Yeah, they probably disagree with me too. But the fact that as a man, I reached out to shake hands, thinking it was all love, and you took that opportunity in front of a lot of Dallas Cowboys people to try to paint me as a villain, man, that shit didn't sit right with me. It still doesn't, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I still my veins are still boiling. And I talked to my brother DMV. He said, "Know what, Tuck? Go live, go live, and show people why you're here." You know what I'm saying? This is no easy task. Show people you deserve to be here. But the fact that I honestly, y'all, like if y'all, I mean, y'all already said the name in the chat, but y'all probably like Tuck ain't never mentioned dude like that before ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was the weirdest thing, and it was on some. We can get it shaking right now. No, it wasn't AOC. AOC is not here. It wasn't AOC. You know. So, but that's something to get you guys, man. That as you grow in life and you're doing big things, man, the devil's going to send things to disrupt your life and throw you off. Because honestly, man, I've been boiling raw since 9:30 this morning. And so I've just been sitting, boiling, sitting. So I've been out of my game because I've been so pissed off. You play me in front of all these media people for no reason. I've never done anything wrong. I probably mentioned like twice in the video before because I disagree with and say about a player. Nothing too crazy, never disrespect. And so yeah, man. So I appreciate y'all for jumping on because I need y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as I kind of act like I'm the whatever tough guy, bro, like I'm still kind of shaking because it's just like just fan stuff. That's just something you gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's Jesse Holly, bro. And you guys have watched me long enough. Have you guys ever heard me disrespect Jesse Holly? Ever? Like, I literally have photos of him at the games, with Sky, and so I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. So it was a weak ass move, and it really kind of messed up my mood, bro. And I'm just like, y'all never, y'all never hurt me. I drop a video. I've never exactly. I've never done it. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why he caught me off guard. And I went to him. It was on, all the same shit on the internet. Like, bro, like, I don't know if he thought I was somebody else or I was like, bro, it's me. Talk like, oh, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if it was like the guys from 105 to the fan, like, or something, and did I'm like, bro, I never even mentioned you like that ever in life. Like, but hey, man, but it was just a weird thing, and it really pissed me off because, as brothers, as I would say, bro, you do that. If you got a problem, just say, hey, yo, just, talk about something said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on Twitter. Am I lagging? Yeah, we got real bad connection in here, y'all. We got real bad connection in here. I got real bad connection because all these things are pulling on my internet. And so I'm probably gonna have to move away because they're like pulling on the internet. But so thank y'all for hearing that little soliloquy. But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys. So overall, man, they're making some good moves. I like what Christian Parker is doing as far as building his staff. Now we went and got our new defensive line coach in Marcus Dixon. Marcus Dixon was defensive line coach for the Minnesota Vikings, right? So you're getting some nuances with some Vic Fangio, Brian Flores seeds in planted when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys defense. We can't get the main guy, Brian Flores, go Brian Flores. If you can't get Vic Fangio, go get a guy who's been around Vic Fangio, can speak the language. So doing this far question, how are we building the front? Like, who's going to coach the front seven? But Mark, guy. So what the hell the Cowboys are doing? Not breaking up. Hold on, let me try this. Hold on, let me try this. Let me try this. Hold on. Try. I'm gonna switch my speakers real quick. Um, let me try this. I'm gonna talk to my laptop. Can y'all hear me now? It's gonna be a little bit loud. Can y'all hear me now through the laptop? What's up? What's up, my dog Rome, man? This is my dog Rome. Can y'all hear me through the laptop? If not, I might have to go grab a microphone. Hold on. All right. Cool. Let's see. All right, audio good. All right, bet. We gonna rock without the AirPods. Cool. Hold on one sec. All right. Cool. All right, yeah. So Marcus Dixon, man. So I like what Brian shot, and like I said, salute to my brother Rome. You know what I'm saying? BMV boss, man, because I was about to crash out. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But my brother Rome was able to answer the phone and talk me out of it, man. Because it's not just me here, y'all. It's me. It's DMV. It's Rome. It's Law. It's Mark Holmes. It's Sky. It's Vach. It's Aisha. It's all of us here representing, man. And I'm trying to do this more to create opportunities for everybody else. My brother's cover 3 was supposed to have been here with me. You see what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to do is kick in the door and open the floodgates, because I believe other content creators in our space deserve to be here with me. It's not just about me, man. It's about us. So, but I appreciate you, my dog, man. Love, brother. But yeah, Marcus Dixon, man. So what we're starting to get is like some Flores, Vic Fangio type mixture in Dallas, right? And I really like it, right? I really like it. What he's doing now, of course, right? We have to see how things are going to be put together as far as personnel, right? We got to see how things are going as far as the draft is concerned, which we'll talk about here in a second. But overall, man, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it thus far. The defensive line coach is the most important piece. Christian Parker is the back end guy. We'll see what the linebacker coach is. I know someone just mentioned Zach Orr. Not sure how things are going to shape up with Zach Orr. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, man, I think that we're moving in the right direction. Two brothers fighting on would have been all this. Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? On Media Row, imagine the story that would, and we're tied to the Cowboys. Imagine what that story would have been like, bro. And I would have never been able to come back here. He would have probably been good because DLS will still cover him, right? They would have painted me as the villain, and then no longer am I able to go to the combine, draft and do all the things that I'm loving. So, it's just one of those things. Now if I catch you in Dallas, we might have a different talk. You know what I'm saying? But enough with them, bro. I just think it was extremely corny. You know what I'm saying? Because if I disrespect someone or have beef with someone, I wouldn't have reached out to you to shake your hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't just shake your hand if I know I got static with you or I know the temperature's up. I just have to shake your hand and say, "What's good, bro?" Say, "How you good?" You know what I'm saying? I thought everything was good. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but like I said, all I need to know is that's what it is, and now I know moving forward, so this is what it is. Yeah, they would have easily blacklisted me. They would have said it was my fault. I would have caused friction, and it was just like, damn. Yeah, bro, it was, I've known him and maybe Dez have had some back and forth, but that ain't had nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't had nothing to do with me if him and Dez had some problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So Marcus Dixon think it's good. As far as Christian Parker, I'm liking what he's doing. They asked Milton Williams about Christian Parker. He spoke very highly, and for a defensive guy at Milton Williams to speak highly about your cornerback coach, and Christian Parker says a lot. So I think we really got one. Now, of course, we got to still be patient and see how things unfold, but overall, man, the Cowboys are moving in the right direction. And, I say this. Yeah, bro, I guess I found out today. I guess we're all finding out together. You know what I'm saying? I guess we're all finding out today that there's been this beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess so. So could it fool me? You would have thought. You would think, bro. I can see, like, you can go through my time. I've made one video, and that was like 2 years ago,
when he was saying that Micah didn't help the younger players, and I just say, hey, respect. I can go watch the video; it's still up. I was still showing respect. I say, hey man, I respectfully just disagree. It wasn't. I ain't never hated that man for no reason. So enough with that, bro. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, keeping my spirits up because y'all prove why I'm here, and it's not just me here. Like I said, CFO Sports is in here. And you tried, but y'all can't do nothing about it, man. And I guarantee you moving forward, it's going to get bigger. My cameraman hasn't even got here. My cameraman got stuck. So my cameraman gets here tomorrow or tonight, right? Going even crazier. So it's just too late. So it is what it is. But I know that clearance, man, suits of clearance. Like, so I'm gonna show y'all this, right? I'm gonna show y'all this. Let's see. It was on my Instagram. Where is it? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so here's right now. There's me and Clarence. There's me and Clarence showing love. You know what I'm saying? Me and Clarence last night. We showing Clarence showing mad love. You know what I'm saying? Me and Clarence over here laughing, keeping it love, bro. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. I think that's I can't tell what that is. So yeah. Wayne Morris, nothing, man. Nothing really. So yeah. Now, Clarence had an interview at the Pro Bowl. Crazy story yesterday. Like I get here yesterday at 2:00, y'all. Like I've been like moving like crazy. Got here at 2:00 yesterday. I was staying out in Santa Clara. I get to my hotel. They tell me my hotel is booked for 2027, not 2026, which is crazy because I have the confirmation, right? So they told me that my confirmation was invalid. My hotel was booked for 2027 next year, right? Then they tell me they're all sold out, so there's no more rooms available. So I had to scramble last minute to find a hotel. Luckily, I found one downtown that wasn't going to kill me for almost $4,000 to $5,000. So I've been scrambling yesterday since like 2 a.m., man. So, got some rest last night, barely ate, but I'm here, man. I'm loving being here, bro. All the love that I get from other media members and his other players, and so the F Clarence, he stay under mom and the Cowboys, but see, that's the thing, right? I can say, hey, do I agree with everything Clarence says, right? Do I agree with everything Broadus says? Do I agree with everything Kavanaugh and 105? Like, no, I don't agree, right? They probably don't agree with everything I say, right? But as men, I still respect them. I'm not going to have beef with no one because they believe this versus I believe this when it comes to the Cowboys. That's just not me. It's always going to be, I'm a man first. You see what I'm saying? And what happened today just wasn't man shit, because it was just like you put me in a situation where I couldn't do anything, or we couldn't do anything, so it's like, nah, I'm cool with that. So yeah, we're always going to have disagreements. Hell, me and Rome disagree, me and DMV disagree, me and Boss disagree, but I respect them as men and women, for all my sisters who do content too, first, right? So I never come at any people's character. Anytime, like when people even come at me, I don't come at them personally, So it's just one of those things. All right, so Clarence was able to interview George Pickens just at the Pro Bowl, so I was able to attend. I got here late. I think people are making this franchise tag thing a bigger situation than what it really is. I think that we will franchise tag George Pickens, but I do think ultimately the deal gets done. I do think the deal gets done in Dallas. I think he will be a Dallas Cowboy. Jerry Jones loves offense. But I get what Clarence was doing. He got Micah's money, and Micah, salute to Micah, man. Like, I know a lot of people are saying, why is Micah still hanging around the Cowboys? If you have a job and you get a brand new job, you still are cool with coworkers. Like, that has nothing to do with it, right? There's only one other Packers players here. So you have, 5, 6 Cowboys players here? Of course you're going to rock with your teammates. So it's like, I don't understand why people have that narrative. But yeah, I think that George Pickens deal gets done. My message to Jerry Jones, once again, y'all, is just don't make this thing ugly, right? Just don't make it ugly. Don't make it nasty. Franchise tag them. Say we want George Pickens here, and we're going to deal. Says I want to franchise Pickens because of the salary cap. I want them to have the most money for free agency to help this defense as possible. Now, honestly, A6 folk, if that's the case, he would want them to sign George Pickens first, because if you sign George Pickens, then that thins out money before free agency. If you franchise tag him for wherever the tag is, I think it's like 29, 30, something like that, As soon as you press send, it's right there. All right. So yeah. So I think that, I just think, of course, right, this deal is going to take time. I don't think this is an easy open and shut case. It really depends on what the agent's pressing for. Also depends on what George is pressing for, right? But I think that George wants to be in Dallas. I think that George really likes being in Dallas. Like I said, I think he really likes Dak Prescott, really likes CeeDee Lamb, Joe Milton. Joe Milton will be here, I think, tomorrow. I think Ryan Flo will also be here tomorrow around Media Row. So I think he really likes Dallas. So of course that can always change when money gets involved, but I would think this deal gets done before we get to camp. If you drag this out where you put him in a tricky situation where he's in camp on the franchise tag, that's when we'll have to hold on tight. So overall, I think it's a good thing for George Pickens. As I was saying, brother, he would only count out like 18 mil against the cap with the deal, where if you tag him, you can count. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you wanted to help free agency, right, you really want to get the deal done early. And yeah, that would make sense, right? But I just know the Cowboys don't move like that, right? I really don't know they don't move like that. See what else? Got to talk to Jake Ferguson for a little bit. Not going to say too much, but he's in good spirits. He was downstairs in my hotel lobby, so I came out. And it's funny, like, when players are walking around without their gear on, they kind of blend in unless you really, 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 really know, right? And I was like, "What's up, Ferg?" He's like, "What's up, man?" And I'm going to introduce myself, talk to him for a minute. He's in good spirits. So yeah, first in good spirits. Of course, he's at the Pro Bowl as well. So yeah. Overall, y'all, I think the key is really going to be that personnel. And I know I did the video the other day where you guys listed some free agents. I haven't really dove into free agency as of yet. But I think there's some guys you can get, right? I know people are talking about, Quincy Williams, Quentin Williams' brother. Who else I saw? Like Leo Chanel, I think, was a linebacker that people mentioned. But me personally, I want a nice blend. That's all it's dropping. Y'all want to see something crazy? See if I can see it from here. Hold on. Can y'all see it? Oh, he's right there. You can't see him. But guess who's on the marquee right there? Guess who that's on the Super Bowl marquee, man? You know what I'm saying? They got D-Law on the Super Bowl marquee. D-Law and Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Crazy seeing D-Law up there. But yeah, I think the Cowboys have to have a good mixture of free agency defensively and also the draft. I know there's a lot of conversation. Yeah, Tank, man. Tank's on the big marquee. So it's Tank, Sam Darnold, Drake May, and Christian Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? So, like, crazy, man. Talked to Tank last night, man. But he's in good spirits. He's excited to be here. And I'm happy for him. I'm not here. Here, see, so you guys can see it now. Let's see. Look at Tank, man. Look at Tank. Look at Tank in a 0. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm happy for Tank, man. Tank ain't never. Man, I pray Tank loses the Super Bowl. We go and win one next year. You being petty, bro. Like I said, Tank ain't never did no bad to us. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never did no harm to us. So he ain't never did no harm to us. So I'm happy for him. He answered a great question. It's on the YouTube shorts about Rod Marinelli. It's funny, man. Like, there's people here, and they ask the craziest questions. Like, what's your favorite cereal? What's your favorite cereal? What's your favorite cereal? What's your favorite Bad Bunny song? What's your favorite Bad Bunny song? I'm like, bro, can we talk football for a little bit? Like, excuse me. Can we talk football for just a little bit? But everybody wants to ask, like, these crazy questions. Like, people are asking, like, is this a must-win game? DeMarcus Lawrence, is this a must-win game for you? Bro, back up. Y'all trying to play right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that later. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm happy for Tank, man. Free agency safeties. Reed Blankenship, okay. Julian Blackman, Jaquan Brisker. I love Jaquan Brisker. I think I still got the Jaquan Brisker film up. Jalen Hawkins, Nick Cross, Kobe Bryant, Cameron Curls. Is that Kobe Bryant from – yeah, from currently. Okay. If I had to kind of go off that list, it'd be Kobe, Jaquan Brisker, I really like. Cameron Curls was out of Miami. Was he out of Miami? But Brisker's one of those ones, man. I really like Brisker. Now the conversation piece is, I'll ask you guys this, man. Bro, I still don't know one Bad Bunny song. The song that people have been asking me, like, what's your favorite Bad Bunny song? It's not even Bad Bunny. I guess Despacito is not Bad Bunny. That's somebody else. So that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Despacito. They're saying that's not Bad Bunny. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it. Let's see here. So let's see. Other lists he had for linebackers. Leo Chanel, Jacoby Dean, Alexander Anzalone out of Detroit, right? Jermaine Pratt, Willie Gay Jr., former Chief. What's your thoughts on Jacoby Dean, right? I know a lot of us were high on Jacoby Dean coming out of Georgia. You know, we're getting some guys with some Georgia roots in-house. Christian Parker did coach Jacoby Dean. Do you think Jacoby Dean is a resurrection project y'all willing to take on? Or do you guys want fresh blood, right? My dude Tyrone says I'm high on him, on Jacoby Dean. To be honest with you guys, I really haven't studied his film in Philly. You know, I didn't know who he was in Georgia, and I loved him. I would have drafted him in Georgia, right? Because that was Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is who we took over Jacoby Dean, which was, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was Tyler Smith. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think NFL's being funny with Bad Bunny, with the ice, like pit bulls and dog fights. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And like, you know, me personally, I don't get too political, man. I don't understand it. You know, I don't know, man. People get mad at me because they're like, why don't you use your platform to speak out versus politics? I'm just like, one, I'm not equipped. I don't like talking about stuff I don't know. And it's like, nothing to speak about. What I think is going on is wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this should be a debate, right? It's crazy. So Emmanuel Neal McWarren safety would be ideal for Dallas, man. There's a lot of teams on him, bro. And I think after his Senior Bowl, his stock was even higher, right? So there's a lot of guys who I've been speaking about, right? Kyle Lewis, his stock has shot up through the roof. Emmanuel Neal McMorrin, his stock was already going to shoot up through the roof. I think Jacob Rodriguez has earned him some new money after the Senior Bowl. TJ Parker is back in the thing. So a lot of people don't understand, like, TJ Parker was the end coming into college football, right? Before the Reuben Baines, before the David Baileys, before the Arvell Reese, it was TJ Parker out of Clemson. I feel like Clemson's season has helped them kind of like push them down a little bit, but you still have TJ Parker, right? You have Peter Woods, you have Avian Terrell. Like, you had Clemson was the most loaded roster in college football. They just didn't do anything with it, right? So I felt like it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind, where people have forgotten about the talent that Clemson possesses, right? But TJ Parker's starting to remind. It says, I'm behind who was talking shit to Tuck. Man, I ain't even worried about it, man. Like I said, bro, it's just, you know, when you hitting threes, people gonna scream miss it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. He made me brick a few jumpers this morning. Like, my dude Darren Smith was over there and he was interviewing Jamel Hill, salute to Jamel Hill. And he was like, you want to interview? I was like, bro, I'm not even feeling it right now, bro. So went and took another lap. You know what I'm saying? So I've been walking around. So but I'm back to shooting my threes. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to shooting my threes. Jalen Kilgore, South Carolina. So here's the question. Is he going to be corner or do you consider him a safety, right? So him, Keontae Scott out of Miami. It's kind of one of those guys. You know, Chandler Rivers, you know, a hybrid guys, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think someone mentioned Bud Clark, right? Bud Clark out of TCU, you know, pick guy, right? I think he earned him some money. There's some guys in this draft, right? But the hardest part, y'all, is going to be how are we going to get back in the day to, yeah, Michael Toffee. I took him in my mock draft I did the other day. The hardest part is like, how are we going to get back into day 2, right? Are we going to trade back into it with that 20th pick and get into day 2, or trade up and get into day 2? But I feel like with this draft specifically, we got to get back to day 2. We got to get back to day 2. I think it's going to be very important that we get back to day 2 when it comes to this draft class, to be honest with you guys, because there's a lot of talent that's going to be right there in the cluster. And the interesting thing will be is the combine, right? Because there's a lot of players who I would say tags are touching, right? You know, you can be Team Sonny Styles, you could be Anthony Hill Jr., you could be CJ Allen, hell, you could be Jacob Rodriguez. You know, it could kind of be within that cluster. Who's going to separate, right? When it comes to the cornerbacks, you have Jamar McCoy, right? But after that, you're going to have the Avian Terrells. You're going to have the Mansour Delanes. You're going to have the Colton Hoods, the Brandon Sykes. Like, you're going to have Chandler Rivers kind of in that cluster. Like, who is going to separate and take that lead? So I think once we kind of get after the combine, a lot's going to start to sort out for itself, because, you know, last year's draft, right, you have Abdul Carter, right? You had Shador Sanders, you had Travis Hunter, you had like Mason Graham, you even had Cam Scatterable. So you had those players in the draft that was like, I'm kind of cool on the combine. I don't think these players this year will have that to be like, hey, I'm cool in the combine. I think you can make or break yourself when it comes to Indy this year specifically. So I think that's where we're going to see the separation. What's good, Tug? What's going on with you, bro? Out here, we are live at Radio Row, Media Row, Super Bowl Convention Center. I'll be out here for the remainder of the week. Trying to think, what's today? Tonight, like I said, tonight's the media party. I'll go live from the media party if you want to see that. It's at EA Sports. It's at EA Sports headquarters. There's probably going to be a bunch of Madden stuff going on, food and stuff. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? I think DeMarcus Ware is going to be doing an event at the NFL Experience. I'm also going to be covering the Madden Bowl. Either I'm going to do that tomorrow or Thursday. Today's Tuesday, right? So I'll be covering the Madden Bowl because they have the Madden Championship Classic. I'll be covering that. And then Friday night is like party stuff, you know what I'm saying? All that fun stuff. So, you know, it's funny, like, people really come, like media people come to party, you know, like they come to party and drink and be out all night, man. I come here to work and I'm back to the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much my thing. I'm pretty much back to the hotel after I do my thing. Last night, man, everyone was going out and going to the bar and going to the clubs. I'm like, man, I got off the shuttle, walked to my room, I was out, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it was a long-ass day. So, but I'll take you guys to the NFL fan experience tomorrow. That's where they have like the 40. I ain't gonna run my 40, but bench press, all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't have tons of picks, y'all. So me personally, if it's me, I would keep my day ones, so 12 and 20, and I'll take everything on the back end and try to trade up. Just get my 3 or 4 guys and just be done. Versus if you try to sit back and wait till day 3, man, it's going to be rough. So there's the guy, Mark Orr. So if you guys have seen the new movie with The Rock, The Rock is right there. So the real guy that The Rock was, Mark Gere, right? Yeah, so that's him right there. So that's the guy who The Rock was in Smashing Machine. Great movie, man. I watched it the other day. Good movie, man. The Rock was acting his ass off, man. So he's been doing his rounds. You know, but that's the real guy who The Rock portrays in the movie. So yeah. My dog Lou in the building. What's going on with you, dog? Dog Lou takes in the building, man. Really, I would trade back for a third, just not out of the first round. So what you gonna trade back? You gonna trade the 20 back? You're gonna trade one of those day 3 picks and try to package it and move up, right? maybe package it with a player or something like that and see what you can get. But we got to get to day 2. You got to get in the second or third round. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the second or third round. So yeah. I'm trying to think what else outside of that. Yeah, 20. Yeah, 20. Yeah, 20. 20. Yeah, Mark Kerr, man, MMA legend, man. So, like I said, really good movie. I watched it the other night. I was waiting on that movie. I almost saw it in theaters. So 2 movies you guys should go see, man. Smashing Machine and Magazine Dreams. And it's the hardest thing to get a hold of Magazine Dreams. You got to pay like $3 on Amazon. But Magazine Dreams with Jonathan Majors, the bodybuilding movie, it's insane, y'all. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long, long time, y'all. And Jonathan Majors was in his bag. Like he was just acting his ass off. You know what I'm saying? So, but The Rock did a good job with Mark Kerr, MMA legend. So he's still in good shape, man. He's in good shape. My dog Sean Merriman's walking around here in good shape, man. And I tell people, like, people will see me and be like, oh, Tuck's a big guy. Until I get to events like these, man, and I'm just like, the running backs, I'm probably like the size of a running back of the NFL. Like, you know, me and like Kenneth Walker is kind of, you know, me and Bijan's kind of, you know, which kind of things, like, I'm the small guy. Like, I'm like a scat back. I'm a scat back in the NFL level, man, which is kind of crazy, man. So, my dog, big time, man. Appreciate you, my dog, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. All the support, man. Like I said, man, I do this not for me, man. I do this for us, man. Not just me, man. I'm not just here by myself. You know, Lou is here with me. Big Tom is here with me. Big Gang James is here with me. Law's here with me. Mark Holmes is here with me. Shango's here with me. DMV, Aisha. We all here, man. We all here because I am showing that, hey, us YouTubers or content creators, whatever you want to call it, we belong here. You know, we belong here. You know, if you guys see the questions that I asked, you know, you see the questions that I asked yesterday, you know, and I don't cover the Patriots or cover the Seahawks like that, you know, but I know my people, you know. It was a cool moment yesterday. So if you guys remember last year, we had Amari Kite on the show, who was one kind of our draft gems, Diamond in the Roughs guys. Came on. He was out of Alabama and UCF, won a natty at Alabama with Nick Saban, transferred to UCF. So he was an undrafted free agent, got picked up by the Seattle Seahawks, and now he's playing the Super Bowl, man. So to be able to interview a guy that nobody was talking about last draft year, have him on the show, and then to turn around, now I'm interviewing him at the Super Bowl, man. It's going in a full circle moment, man. So best of luck to my dog, Amari Kite, man. So what it's all about, man. Facts agree. Agree. Facts agree. Talk 100. It's a must that we get back into the second and third round. Too many premium picks in those rounds. We're just to sit idle and do nothing. Yeah. So yeah, I agree, man. I 1,000% agree. Yeah, Lou. So this is the first year they're doing the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl same time. So Pro Bowl is tonight at 7. It's on a Tuesday night, but they're having the Pro Bowl like in this arena across from here, but it's like limited access. It's the weirdest thing. So like, I didn't get access. Like so many media people didn't get access to the Pro Bowl media, and there's no more tickets available. Like it's first come, first serve. So we're just like, all right, cool, whatever. But yeah, the Pro Bowl is just there, bro. That is the thing. So my guy Kobe, man, he's from Roundtable Sports. This is Kobe, right? So you know he's a Patriots guy. He's a Patriots content creator. He covers the Patriots, right? So last night, he's like a kid in the candy store, right? Every guy he saw, he was like, boom, boom, boom. He's talking to the defensive coordinator. He's talking to the passing game coordinator. He's talking to, you know, everybody because it's his team, right? So imagine how I would be able to smoke things if the Cowboys was actually here. You know what I'm saying? Like the media people, they're not going to know Hunter Lipke, right? I'm going to know Hunter Lipke. I'm going to go to Hunter Lipke, right? The national media people, they wouldn't know Maris Leofow. I'll be able to go talk to Maris and Shamar James and Elijah Cook and Elijah Clark and, you know, like I'll be, you know what I'm saying? It's just like if we had it, you know what I'm saying, it would be crazy. So, you know, I think that's the one thing that is the missing piece. Like, I really do want to see my guys here, but we got a lot of work to do, man. My dog boss, man, dog boss Cowboy, man. Like I said, bro, I told everybody about everything, man. I appreciate you, bro. Cannot say it enough for talking me off the ledge, man, and letting me know, man, it's bigger. What we're doing is bigger here in this community, man. So let's to my dog boss, man, for keeping me encouraged. Because, like I said, I talked to boss, and boss was like, man, just think about it. And I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I sat down, I went and had some lunch, you know what I'm saying? Got some food in my stomach. And after I got some food in my stomach, I was still like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, he really tried to play, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's crazy as people think boss is the bad guy when boss is like my voice of reason, man. You know what I'm saying? There's been so many times where a crash out is unfolding and boss is talking me off that ledge, you know what I'm saying? And there's been multiple times where boss has done it, talking me off that ledge, and I'll sleep on it, and I'll wake back up and be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So, salute to my dog boss, man. Salute to DMV. Salute to my brothers, Ron, man. Real solid individuals in space. Lou, this goes on and on, man. That's what I value the most, man. I can care less about how many followers you got, subscribers you got, bro. Are you a solid individual? That's what I care about. If you're a solid individual, we can rock. If you're not solid, we can't. So that's where I'm at. Man, it would be something, man. It would be something to see Dak at that podium, man. It would be something to see CD at that podium, you know, to see Overshown, to see Tyler Smith, to see, you know. But you got to earn it, man. You really have to earn it. You really have to earn it. And it starts, right, with the coaching staff. It starts with free agency. It starts with the draft. It starts with the culture. It starts with all those things, man, and doing it one game at a time. So we both had snap tempers. You talking me down to, yeah, bro. It's like, you know, I'm a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? I still got linebacker boiling through my veins, man. So, you know, it was funny, man. I did a lap. I did like 2 laps, and I was just pacing. And he was sitting over there on the phone, and I was getting ready to, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Then DMV called me, you know what I'm saying? So that was God using DMV. DMV called me. I talked to DMV for a minute. I was getting ready to go for round 2. Like, yo, what I'm saying? What's really good? You know what I'm saying? Let's go take this lap outside real quick. Yeah, it's just that linebacker. But it's more of a thing that's about respect, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man first. We all men first, you know? And I can see if it was something I did maliciously. Like I said, y'all ain't never, you know what I'm saying, heard me say nothing. That's why I was confused, you know what I'm saying? I got me off guard, you know what I'm saying? I reintroduced myself. I was so confused. I'm like, hey, man, I'm Tuck, you know what I'm saying? Jay Tuck, bro, off of Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The one who was pulling up to you and Skywalker show at Texas Live, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But yeah, Lou, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. And like I said, I think that, you know, as a leader in this community, I got to be smarter because, you know, they'll paint one picture on all of us, right? If I had a situation, right, they would say it's Lou, right? They won't say it's Jay Tuck. They would say these content creators, right? So the fact that I'm here carrying new media on my back, now I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? So here's what it is. But, you know, yeah, nothing really happened, bro. Shout out to Tuck, Boss Cowboy, Lou Takes, Moz, and everyone in the chat today, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Like I said, y'all, you know, I sit down, I prayed a little bit, and like God said, hey, man, God said, hey, go do what I sent you here to do. You know what I'm saying? God said, hey, bro, stop stressing it. You know what I'm saying? You got Jamel here. You got Demario Davis Douglas right there. You got Mark Kerr right here. You got Kay Adams right there. Hey, bro, go do what I sent you here to do. And I said, all right, you're right, man. So I popped up, found me this little table. This ain't my table 90 is not mine. You know what I'm saying? The table 90 is not mine. Ain't nobody using it. Popped on my laptop and doing what God has brought me here to do. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just need that talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, you were just interviewing DeMarcus Lawrence and, you know, and Stephon Diggs and Cooper Kupp and, you know, Mike. Now, hey, man, I'll say this, man. No knocks to Shotty. You know, love Shotty. I love what he's building. But, man, last night sitting in that podium in front of Mike Vrabel, I was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like talking to Coach Vrabel, shaking his hand. I was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go, man. It's just like Mike Vrabel it's just football. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just like, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach, what you need from me? You know what I'm saying? What you need from me to do, Coach? You know? And so it's just, toughness, man. So salute to Mike, Coach Vrabel. Yeah. Here, they're from DLS, you independent. That's enough. Hey, man. I said, hey, this is us, CFO gang. All them live shows, all them mock drafts, all them videos we do, all them appearances, right? This is us, right? This is us here, right? So this is what it's all about, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna mess with the bag. Yeah, it kept, what I'm saying? It's we men first, it was it was there, but it's just like, nah, I'm cool now. And like talking to y'all, man, I'm much better with it. Like I said, man, we got to do Jamel Hill, Mr. Mark Kerr interview with the station because I got rattled, right? And I feel like that's what they wanted, right? You want to get me rattled off my game because I was off guard. You know what I'm saying? It'd been different if I knew, like, okay, it's like you go over there, it's already up. You know what I'm saying? So be on guard, right? You already know what the temperature is. Like, I thought the temperature was cool and breezy. It's why I went over there and say what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. Yeah, Bleacher Report back there. So you got DraftKings, FanDuel, K, ESPN's over there. ESPN's over there. Sirius XM, give y'all 360 view. I might take y'all for a walk or a lap, what I'm saying, here in a little bit, but it's just love, man. So appreciate you, man. Ed Hunter, appreciate y'all. Hey, man, actually, man, don't even I appreciate the support, man. Don't even give it the energy, bro. I'm off it. I just see what it is for now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I know what it is for now. So it's like, all right, cool. So, that's where I'm at now. It's like, there's no need. There's no need. I just felt like it was, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of blindside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew. So, but at least I know. Like, here's the thing I'll say I respect about it. At least he stood on it. You know what I'm saying? He felt some type of way about whatever I said. I don't know what I said. He wouldn't tell me what I said or what I did. I haven't been on Twitter in over a month. Boss will tell you I ain't been on Twitter in over a month. So it couldn't be nothing I done recently. So, so I don't know. I'm good. So yeah, I always gotta take a lap. Have you talked to any Cowboys players? Not current. They were at the Pro Bowl. Well, I did, not on camera. They were at the Pro Bowl yesterday. I had a mishap with my hotel, so I was scrambling. So I missed the Pro Bowl interviews. Not sure how things are going to go tonight, if you're going to let us in or not. The only current Cowboys player I've spoken to was Jake Ferguson. He was outside my hotel, and I talked to Jake Ferguson for probably like 5 minutes. Said his health is good, everything else is good. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Ferg. Asked him about Coach Wells, and he was like, "Man, I love Coach Wells. Got to keep him, but we understand it's a business, right?" So salute to Jake Ferguson. Still, if there's a tight end that pops up, we can calm. You know what I'm saying? If the tight end pops up in the draft, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop me. But we can get him some help. You know what I'm saying? Because salute to Jake Ferguson. Like I said, man, that's what it's all about, man. It's like I have no ill will towards players or people or that's not my lane, right? The shock jock lane, hate on players, this, that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I might say, hey, man, you got to play better, or, I ain't going to call someone, trash or wash. I don't use strong adjectives. You know what I'm saying? It's just not who I've been. You know what I'm saying? It's not who I am. Let's take a look here. And also, I'm trying to think. Quentin Williams is here. I haven't seen Who else? Like the players will tend to pick up like tomorrow, because tomorrow or the Thursday. Today's Tuesday, right? Thursday night's the NFL honors. NFL honors, that's what things will pick up. So the players will start flooding in. If there's Cowboys players you're really looking forward to interviewing, if you could out there, who would it be? Good question, man. I would probably say Pickens, because he's the only one I haven't seen or talked to up close and personal. I talked to Dak before. I talked to CD, Turpin, right? But I want to kind of see how Pickens is in person, right? From everything I hear, he's a cool, laid-back dude. Haven't heard any ill will behind him or about him. So it'd be George Pickens. There goes the GOAT right there, Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain over there, man. He's a dog, man. Pat Surtain. We talked to Stevie Johnson for a little bit, wide receiver from the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I was trying to talk to Pickens, right? I think Pickens would be dope to talk to. I do want to see if I can catch Ryan and Flo tomorrow because, like I said, Ryan and Flo played for my college teammate, was his wide receiver coach at Southeast Missouri. So I'm going to ask him about Coach Martin. Let's see, who is that? See if I can get OG over here. Clarence over here following people around with his microphone. I'm not sure who that is he's trying to get. Clarence over there. Yeah, trying to recruit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, man, that would be life-changing. You know, it's funny, right? Knowing what we know now, you know, I would have probably drafted Patrick Surtain if we couldn't have got in Denver and snipe us, you know what I'm saying? So knowing what I know now, if he was going to keep Parsons, I would, you know what I'm saying, just drafted Surtain, and we'd have been good. So, yeah. Adam Scheffner over there with Clarence. All right, so, yeah. Yeah, it's not tampering if I do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not tampering if I do it. Yeah. The one thing that I'm really upset about, mad about, pissed off about. So this week was going to be my big new CFO. So we got all brand new CFO merch. I know y'all been asking for it. So I got all brand new CFO merch. I was going to do my launch this week. Like every outfit's going to have like CFO. Like I got the CFO letter jacket with the CFO and the CFO on the back, man. I got these new hats that I'm about to drop. So I'm going to do all of that this week. Did a rush shipping 2 weeks ago. Guess when I got the shipping, bro? Yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It landed at my house yesterday after I'm already here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, bro. Damn. Oh. I'll see if I can catch him. I'll see if I can see if I can catch him. He's sitting down, and like people are like real like for interviews like that, right? So if he's sitting down with Sports Illustrated, they feel like, hey, don't sit here and ask Pat Surtain because I'm like, all right, cool. But I'll see if I can catch Pat Surtain. So let me look at this. Let me see. One pass. All right. So today, I missed it. Oh, no, I haven't. So Charles Haley, he'll be here. Charles Haley will be here today. All right. Charles Haley. Tomorrow, I saw Fred Warner and talked to him. Fred Warner will be here tomorrow. Aiden Hutchinson, Jackson Dart, Luke Kuechly, Tyler Shutt, Amon Green, Darrell Luther. All right. Thursday, Kyle Hamilton, Jahmyr Gibbs, Terrion Arnold, Debo Samuel, Colston Loveland, Jamar Chase, Isaiah Likely. Then you have Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Usage on Friday, Xavier Watts, DeMarcus Ware. So Friday, DeMarcus Ware, right? But I've spoken to D Ware before, right? But y'all already know. Friday, I got to Friday. I gotta leave with this one. I gotta leave with this one and my dog. You know what I'm saying? I gotta leave with my dog here. I gotta leave my dog Josh Downs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So my dog Josh Downs will be in the building Friday. So I gotta talk to Josh. Gotta talk to Josh about Josh. Gotta talk to Josh about his brother. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to Josh for a minute, man. So yeah. Right. Yeah. See how they do us, right? DeMarcus Ware in a Broncos jersey. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed D Ware last year. It may have been last year. It's on one of those shorts. Man, listen. Man, listen. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen. If he slips to, bro, can you imagine if he slipped to 12 and we passed on him? I'm crashing out, man. I'm crashing out. If he slipped to 12 and we passed on him, I would never forget the Cowboys. I'm going to introduce myself real quick. Hey, Marcus, I want to introduce myself, man. Watched the movie the other day. Incredible, man. It's incredible, man. I loved everything. It's all like, is that really? Yeah. So the funny part is his name is actually the director. Shopping cart. Like when you describe it, what? Yeah. Okay. And it, when the first time I saw it, oh man, Wayne did an incredible job. Do you mind saying hi to my audiences? Quick second. No, you're good. Hey guys, I already got him. Here's Mark Kerr right here, the legend. So,
hey guys,
how crazy that movie was, man. So definitely go check it out. Smashing Machine.
Please do.
Yeah,
please
absolutely.
do. You'll enjoy it.
It's an incredible movie. Thank you again.
No, you're welcome,
thank
man.
You. Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Take care. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
It's my All right, there we go. We're back. All right, cool. All right, here we go, man. So yeah, man, that's the legend Mark Kerr, man. So that's how it goes, man. So yeah, dope movie, man. Definitely go see Smashing Machine, man. Like I was waiting on that movie to drop. And I try to get my wife to watch it with me. You know what I'm saying? I try to get my wife to watch it with me. She's like, I'm not watching this. You know, I was like, man, I watched it, you know, because like, you know, MMA, bodybuilding, you know, protein, you know, like it's just one of those ones, man. So yeah, man. So appreciate it. That's the thing, man. Like that changes everything, man. There's the fact that, you know, he came over just to say hi and say what's up for a quick second, man, and show love, man. That's what it's all about, man. Not everybody gets that opportunity, and you know, that's just me just being genuine. You know, I couldn't sit down and say, hey man, can we do a quick interview? Like, no, man, that's one of those cases to say hi to you guys real quick, for supporting me, man. And I say if other people come by, I'll ask them. But you know, so yeah, man. Exactly right. Like I said, man, that's exactly what God told me, bro. He's like, I sent you here for a reason. Go do it. Go do what I sent you here to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that, bro. Forget all that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get it back tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it back tenfold. But go do what I've sent you to do, man. And you know, I'm extremely blessed and fortunate to be able to do what I love, man, and do this. You know what I'm saying? This was never the vision. You know what I'm saying? Never the vision. I never thought one day I would be here. You know what I'm saying? I never thought, shit, I'll be live and y'all will be watching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm watching this, reading this book. I just finished it actually this week called The Compound Effect. It's talking about just stacking small habits, right? And so, every day, man, we was dropping videos, we was going live, we was working on my craft, doing different things, and ultimately look where we end up, man. It's crazy when you look back how far we've come, man. Back when we were Cowboys fans only, some people don't remember when my logo was the OnlyFans logo. You know what I'm saying? My logo was the OnlyFans logo with a Cowboy star. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far we've come, man. But, I had a vision, and I realized that once I came here, we belong here. Like a lot of us belong here. Boss belongs here. Lou belongs here. Law belongs here. A lot of us belong here, man. The new content space is here. Let's see here. I got 1 second here. My Roundtable Sports team. So I got to meet my sis. For those who don't see, it's funny. I see my sis. Hold on. So it was dope last night seeing my sis Simone. You know what I'm saying? My sis Simone, man, my NFC East counterpart. She's out here working, man. She's doing her damn thing. She's a superstar, man. Simone's a superstar, man. She's incredible. I got to hang out with my sis last night. Talking. We said we're going to go live. We're like, we're going to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we're going to talk about, right? Both our teams eliminated. But she's over there with Toyota doing some stuff. But hung out with Simone tonight. We'll probably hang out tonight at the media party. Got to hang out with Joseph Hoyt. Joseph Hoyt's hella cool, man. That's my dog. I got to get him on the channel. I got to get Joseph Hoyt on the channel. Nick Harris, Tommy. Like I said, it's been love. It's been everybody else has been love. Everything else has been love except that one awkward situation. You know what I'm saying? Josina Anderson, met her last night. Then my dog Kay Lewis. So I chopped up with Josina Anderson for a minute last night and got her contact. And so, a lot of it, that's where I'm at right now. It's kind of just like shaking hands and establishing stuff. Now, what I'm really trying to do out here, y'all, they have this NFL like film AI thing. I think I showed it to you guys last year. And like, bro, like this film database, bro, it's insane. Like every little detail that you can look for a player, this system tracks it, right? So I met the guy last year, went back, reintroduced myself, and man, I'm trying to get access. I just need a trial. I just need something, you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, it tracks like foot patterns you name it, bro. You can just type in like CeeDee Lamb's foot patterns on routes, right? It'll do like a little skeleton to show you when CeeDee Lamb's in his stance, right? Where does he shift a lot of his weight towards? It's insane. I'm like, bro, I need access to that. Just give me a little 7-day trial. Nah, 30-day trial. Give me a 30-day trial to that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what I can do with it. But yeah, so it's cool, man. So like I said, I love it here. I love what the Cowboys are doing thus far, man, building this team the right way. And I know a lot of people talk about, the Cowboys are moving different or whatnot. And I'll say this. Simple analogy, right? When you're trying to lose weight or get in shape, right? The most important thing, or any goal, right? But let's talk about losing weight, right? The most important decision is to make the decision, right? To make the decision to start eating healthy, right? Or make the decision that you're going to start, working out, right? So I feel like the Cowboys, even though they still got a long way to go until they can get to 10% body fat and they can be here for Super Bowl next year out in LA, the fact that they are actually making the decision, let's try some different stuff, right? They do deserve some credit. They do deserve some credit, right? For at least, but now, just like losing weight, okay, you made the decision, okay, you're going to start eating better. You made the decision, you started working out. Now you went and grocery shopping. Now you went and got you a gym membership. There's still work to do. There's still work to do, right? So I feel like when people say, oh, the Cowboys are moving different, they're not done. They're not done by any means. They've just gotten started. They have a lot of work to do, but you can say, hey, I like what you're doing. Right? Congratulations. I see you moving, right? Good week of workouts, man. You finished your second week of workouts. Good job. But you're not close to 10% body fat or whatever that body fat is that you actually want to be, man. So that's what I think the Cowboys are going to want to do. So I'm going to get my dog Walt. He over there with Josina Anderson. See, maybe next year I might just get me a table and then I start bringing guests over here. The reason I personally don't do it because I don't want to bring a lot of equipment, right? I just got my MacBook Air and my AirPods, right? But like maybe next year in LA, if I can get one, just get a table or a booth, and then I can bring guests on and whatnot, you know. But honestly, man, I just like just going live and talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, we're a Cowboys channel, even though we talk about other stuff, man. It's just like I want to talk about the Cowboys right now. I don't want to talk about, you know, so and so, right? So, but maybe we'll do that next year. But my dog Walt's over there with Josina Anderson. My dog Kay Lou's over there. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, man. So this is how it is, man. At Media Row, like I said, man. Hey, Cowboys Nation, there he is. You know, there he is, D-Law, man. D-Law. D-Law. You know what I'm saying? D-Law. I'll say this, moving different after a healthy free agency and smart cap moves. Yeah, you know, we got to, you know, eventually they'll start moving in the right direction. And salute to Darnell for becoming a new member as well. So for our members, y'all are going to get exclusive stuff for the merch. So the merch store, I'll get exclusive codes, all sorts of stuff. That's why I'm building it out. So yeah, man, like I said, man, let me see. All right, see if I can show it to y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was on. Where's the camera? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I was gonna step out, man. I had custom Letterman's jackets, you know what I'm saying? Like all sorts of stuff for CFO Sports. I was gonna put the brand on my back. And they got everything. My wife's like, you got a bunch of packages. I'm like, so she can overnight them to me. But I'm like, my dog Sam, what's going on with you, dog? Salute to my dog, man. If y'all need cologne advice, man, check out my dog Sam, bro. He got me right, man. He got me right. You know what I'm saying? Got me right. What am I wearing right now? Oh, I got the Creed on right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the Creed on because I'm going to the media party tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Creed on. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my dog Sam definitely get y'all right. Make sure you got your cologne game right, man. It all goes together. I wonder if they're going on yacht vacations when free agency starts. Man, hopefully not. They may be on yachts right now and then be back. You know what I'm saying? And now be back. But, you know, Shotty has had his hand in the coaching decisions. Maybe he's going to have his hand in the free agency, man. Yeah, that Creed, man. That Creed, YSL. That's pretty much Tom Ford. That's pretty much what I'm on. But my dog Sam, like, he got some bangers, man. He got some bangers that he can send y'all, man. Yeah, he can post some in the chat, man. He'll definitely get you right, man. So the thing is, he been sending me so many bangers, my wife and my mama be taking my cologne. You know what I'm saying? My wife and my mama, he put me on. I forgot wherever Sam, bro, where's that cologne that's in that gold bottle? Bro, my wife wears it daily. I'm like, damn, bro, that was mine. She's like, it just smells so good. I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to smell good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you took my whole cologne, so I had to switch up. Yeah, Creed, bro. The Creed goes hard. Always have your cologne, man. So there's two things you need. Always need a watch. You know what I'm saying? I got the Omega joint out. You know what I'm saying? Only wearing the Omega because I didn't bring my Apple Watch charger, so all these steps wasn't counting, right? Oh, there he is, right there. There's Joe Milton, y'all. There's Joe. There's Joe Milton over there, right there. Y'all see Joe? You know what I'm saying? So there's Bazooka Joe. You know, so that's Bazooka Joe, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm my backup quarterback still. Bazooka Joe. See, I see me another battle. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, dog. My wife, my mama, she swiping everything. You know what I'm saying? They swipe everything. See? Yeah. I don't think I've ever worn like my wife's perfume, but like she wears my stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? She went through my gold bottle and everything. So like I gotta re-up and get me something that she don't really want to wear. You know what I'm saying? I can have this for me. Yeah. 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 So you say you wave like you can see him. You know. I tell you like so I don't know if you call him a bazooka. He got no right. He got a bazooka, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely throw that thing. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely launch it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, accuracy, yeah. Oh, okay, see, that's why you didn't follow my dog, man, because most men Fergusons are unisex. Okay, cool. See, yeah. Smoking Joe Milton, Bazooka Joe. Yeah, bro. I mean, shit, you know, he I mean, it needs a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? It's a work in progress, man. But yeah, Joe Milton's over there. I think Ryan Flo will be here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, on an occasion, you know what I'm saying? On occasion, bro, like it was so frustrating watching preseason. I'm just like, oh, we ain't gonna never get no Trayshawn Holden highlights because he ain't gonna be able to get there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, stop smashing the A button. That's it, man. Watching him throw is like, you ever watch someone play Madden and they smash the pass button in so hard to get stuck, you gotta pop it out. Hey, bro, you holding down the trigger way too hard. You know what I'm saying? You holding down way too hard, bro. Ease up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Joe Milton's over there. We'll see if Ryan Flo comes in. But if I go over to the to my guys from the yes, y'all been there, man. Y'all all have been playing Xbox, and you had a CD Lamb wide open, and you didn't smash X so hard the button gets stuck. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, every pad there's no double tap. You don't double tap nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no double tap. No, it's just R1 X, and you gonna put the Madden reticle out 18 yards and say go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Relax a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Bro, the one thing you will know after watching Joe Milton play is that he has arm strength because he gonna show you. He gonna show you every pass. He gonna show you every pass. Hey man, I got arm strength, bro. You know what I'm saying? He gonna show it. He gonna show it. He gonna show you. Yeah. So yeah, man. Says y'all loading up by taking DB coaches that was fired twice in the last 5 years as your first year DC. Well, I mean, we've been live for a minute and you missed the whole conversation. So, but yeah, we are loading up. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't fired. He wasn't fired. He went with his coach and Vic Fangio. But hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to Media Row. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Media Row. Live from the Super Bowl. Right? You might go to other channels and lie like he was fired. He wasn't fired. He followed his guy until he got a DC job. So, anyways, so yeah, overall, man, which is crazy to me. If you're not a Cowboys fan, which I, you know what I'm saying, we appreciate all, you know what I'm saying, all football fans, but I could think of other things I would rather do on a Tuesday than watch a Cowboys channel if I wasn't a Cowboys fan. I can imagine myself saying, you know what, bro? Let me jump into a Cleveland Browns chat. Let me jump into a Cleveland Browns chat. Let me jump into a Cleveland Browns chat and tell the Cleveland Browns about what's going on with their situation. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, JV, you know what I'm saying? I don't have I'm not at the studio, but y'all mods know what to do. Y'all mods know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't in too much of a friendly mood. They already been playing with me today. So y'all mods already know what to do. If y'all feel like it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna I ain't gonna miss them. You know, oh yeah, they think Mike McCarthy was fired from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It says, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Pour out a little liquor. You know what I'm saying? Pour out a little liquor. I ain't gonna miss it. I don't know bro like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know bro like that. So, hey, man. Yeah, man. Hey, let it hit the floor, bro. Let it sort them out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not sure who, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the flies get in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get the fly swatter out. But yeah, where was we? Yeah, you know, I don't think I can do it on time on my laptop. So y'all know, I don't think I even got the monetizations on, honestly, but it's all good, man. I'm rocking with y'all at the fam. So yeah. Oh, it's my dog. Okay, it's my dog Sam for his other laptop. Okay, cool. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you heard. He Red Dead Redemption, that boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, pow. Y'all remember on Red Dead Redemption? You know what I'm saying? Pow. You know what I'm saying? Bring us some talent to Dallas. Facts, man. I'm gonna do some recruiting. You know what I'm saying? Last year I tried Myles Garrett. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what?
It ain't happened.
It's a Friday roll. Oh, it's gonna be worse than this?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Not sure who that is. Yeah. Yeah, last year I tried Myles Garrett. I mean, I asked, you know what I'm saying? Because he, at this time last year, you know, he had requested a trade from Cleveland. So I pulled up to Myles and be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Come home. I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I tried it. You know? Yeah, if I run the max, man, I'll just say, hey, bro, you know, hey, you know, have you ever been to Dallas in the summer? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I do some backhanded recruiting. You know what I'm saying? I think Devon A. Chain's supposed to be here. You know, Devon A. Chain. You know what I'm saying? What's you know, what's you? I talked to Josh Downs a little bit. You know, before we dip, man, let's talk to some draft stuff real quick, man. So, Senior Bowl. Let me ask y'all this. What's the two must-have positions in round one from pick 12 and pick 20? I want to see how y'all feeling, man. What's those two premier picks? Better running back. Man, if you had Javonte Williams and Devon A. Chain, you all right. You know what I'm saying? We all right. You know what I'm saying? We all right. Let's see here. Where is okay? It's gonna. So Jane. Okay. So Jane. So it's my girl Jane. So Jane Slater, right? Jane Slater's been all love, man. So like, yeah, Jane shows me love. Salute to Jane. So Jane is smart. She has it figured out. So Jane comes in early, gets her stuff done, and then she's off for the day. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what? I think I'm going to do the Jane Slater approach tomorrow, man. I'm going to come in, get things done early, maybe go live early in the morning, and then I'll be out. And I'm going to be out, you know what I'm saying? Get out and see what San Francisco has to offer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like, you know, that's another thing, right? Jane freaking Slater, out of all people, man. Jane Slater has been one of the nicest, most influential media people, I would say, in the Cowboy space to me. You see what I'm saying? Like Jane has shown me love. I don't know if it was funny, right? My wife was doing something, on my phone, and I get the messages, and it was Jane texting me about this week. And to tell my wife, like, it ain't like that, right? I'm just, what I'm saying? But Jane Slater has showed me a lot of love when she's NFL Network. She ain't gotta talk to me, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gotta do any of that, right? But she showed me a lot of love, right? So I'm not gonna let one bad influence paint the whole narrative on the Cowboys media people, because it's not the case, right? It's been tons and tons and tons of love and support, and I appreciate them, man. Like I said, it's not me versus them. We all in it for the same thing, man. We all want to see this team here, because if this team is here, if our Dallas Cowboys are here, we're all going to go crazy, bro. You know the type of numbers we would do with the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and I have 1,000% access, bro. We would go crazy, right? It would be nonstop. So it's like, I'm not against old media. I'm not against new media. I'm not against this person, right? It's just like with players, right? When you play good, I'll say you play good. When you're playing bad, I'll say, hey, be better, right? Same thing with media, right? If you do good reporting, I'll say, hey, man, that's a good ass article, right? If you do some bad, messed up reporting, I'll say, hey, I don't agree with that. Nothing personal. I don't want to fight. I don't want to rumble, let media roll with you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I don't agree with it. And I built a platform where if I don't agree, I can disagree or show a counter argument and show facts. Everything I did had facts. You know what I'm saying? Everything I did, facts. The one video I didn't make about him wasn't even about him. It was about just the argument. It was all facts. So, what are those things, man? So, but getting back to the draft, linebacker and corner from free agency, because that's why I asked, right? If you had to value it and say, okay, let's say linebacker and corner are the two priorities for our defense, right? You can toss in safety if you want to. Do you prioritize addressing that in free agency, or do you prioritize addressing that in the draft? Because if we need a corner, you might go try to get you a veteran corner. Because you think about it, if we do go get Mansour Delane, right? Mansour Delane, Siobhan Revel, Deron Blanton on the foot, right? That's still pretty young, right? So do you want to go get some seasoning? And I think it's also going to depend on Christian Parker, right? Does he want to coach these guys up and turn water into wine? See, that's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at. I am at plugging these needs in free agency and then BPAing the shit out the draft. Right? And I know, you know what I'm saying, not all, you know what I'm saying, I won't say offense, right? I know people think about that, but if I can go get me some linebackers, right, and go get me some corners and things kind of fall, I'm kind of open to that, There's a Tommy DeVito's agent, I don't know his name, but Tommy DeVito in the Super Bowl. I'm with that, man. Because my thing is, I do not want the Dallas Cowboys going to the grocery store hungry. I don't want them going to the grocery store hungry where it's like, ribs is touching. Huh. What? What? Hold on. They're like, my friends are like, oh, we're at table 89. I can't see. I'm like, bro, I'm right at 90. Hold on. Yeah. So, I'm like, yeah, I'm right over here. All right. So, yeah, he's not just in the NFL, bro. He's in the Super Bowl. He plays for the Patriots. Well, he's on the Patriots team. So, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, his agent's over here eating it up, bro. You want to talk about 15 minutes fame stretched out to 3 years? You know what I'm saying? He didn't stretch that out for 3 years. He didn't stretch that little Giants run out. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Rush need to hire that boy. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Rush needs Tommy DeVito's agent because they didn't stretch this thing out. Yeah, he on the Patriots, bro. He on the Patriots. So, yeah, they didn't stretch this thing out to where sitting good, man. Jeremy Lin, the NFL. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him, man. Could get you a bag, bro. If I can sit around and collect me bag after just playing we played about 4 or 5 games in the league and did all right, I'll be driving all the way to the bank too. Starting to get a little cold in here, man. That's why I wear my jacket. But yeah. So linebacker, corner, safety, RB2 in free agency, and then go draft crazy. Let me ask you guys this. Javonte, I assume that we get this deal done. I think Javonte will probably be the first lot. Javonte, and you're talking about, so let's say we went Nakobe Dean. We re-signed Javonte. Let's say we brought in Jaquan Brisker. Are we good at that point? Or is that not enough to still go BPA? So we went Nakobe Dean. We brought in Javonte. I think Javonte is going with athletes first. All these players are running to Dave Mulugeta now. Hell, I think even Jalen Tolbert went to athletes first. You know what I'm saying? Like, athletes first is going bonkers. So the fact that Javonte fired his agent lets me know he's going after some type of bag. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna take a cool little 4, cool little 5. He going after RB1 money. We talked about it before, right? 8 private ceiling. Because then you also got Rico out there. You know what I'm saying? So sign GP3. So sign GP3 and Minka with those. Okay, so Nakobe Dean will keep out Brisker. Or they're going to keep Brisker and Minka, which will be nice. Nakobe Dean, Minka Fitzpatrick, Jaquan Brisker, Stephon Javonte Williams. Does that give us enough stability to now go BPA in the draft? Yeah, and see, that's the magical question. We haven't figured that out yet. Is, are we going 3-4 or no? Right? Are we going 3-4 or no? Yeah, we really don't have picks to trade. You know? I would probably go for Brisker, to be honest with you guys. You know, if I had the opportunity, I would go for Brisker. I'm personally, I don't hate Reed Blankenship, to be honest with you guys. So I wouldn't be opposed against that. Let's see here. So that'll kind of be my play. Hold up. All right. All right. So yeah. Like I said, tomorrow will be fun because I get my camera guy here. So no one Blankenship. Well, here's what we'll do next week. We'll study some of these guys, right? I didn't say edge in free agency, right? But what we'll do is we'll take a look at Nakobe Dean. We'll take a look at Reed. Take a look at Brisker and see what the film actually says. Because I haven't dove into their film. So I can't say I'm out on Blankenship besides just knowing him as a player in Philly. RB2. You could. Let me see. No. All right. So let me see here. I'm gonna do it on my phone, so I want to pull my internet signal. Let's see what RB2s are available. I mean, you probably couldn't pull it, but it would be nice to have Javonte and Rico. You know. I wonder what the Cowboys' thoughts are on Miles Sanders. It says film might look wonky. Let's see here. We can go back and just watch them. Maybe we'll do that as a live watch where we'll just watch their film on the Kobe Dean and kind of see, we'll pick a player and go through it. Let's see here. Let me see. Rico wants a bag. I mean, they all want a bag. I think Phil Maffa, I personally like Phil Maffa. Travis Etienne. I'm trying to pull up this. On my phone. It's like all wonky. Hold on. Let me see. NFL. All right, free agents. Let's get here. NFL free agents. All right, 2026. Let's look at running back. All right, so you're looking at Najee Harris, probably a no. Austin Eckler, Travis Etienne, that would be cool. Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Nick Chubb, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, that ain't happening. J.K. Dobbins, Kenneth Gainwell, Jerome Ford, Raheem Mostert, older, Kareem Hunt, Miles Sanders, A.J. Dillon, Brian Robinson. How would y'all feel about B-Rob in Dallas? And then it kind of fades. Keaton Mitchell. So I see Nick Chubb, J.K. Dobbins, Sean Tucker. Oh, they're restricted. What's up? Corey, pull up a chair, man. We're live, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my guy, Dan, man. Dan Mitchell.
Cowboys Nation.
This is my guy from the Bills, man. Roundtable, man. Put the whole thing together. I'm going to ask you about some Bills stuff, kind of.
Talk to me.
What is your thoughts on Ken Dorsey, man? Were you a fan of Ken Dorsey or no?
God, y'all just hired him?
Well, he was our passing game coordinator last year.
He was your passing game coordinator last year. For me, I think that his playbook is relatively limited.
Okay.
I think that it does work for the Cowboys because you have the personnel to execute.
Okay.
But when he was with the Buffalo Bills, he was known for just being four verts. He's not particularly a guy that's going to impress in the run game.
Okay.
His playbook is relatively limited, but as long as you have the personnel, it's going to work out for him.
Okay, cool. I mean, our passing games work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the crazy part. Like, a lot of people don't even understand he's on our team. Like, I'm like, Ken Dorsey's on our roster. Like, Schottenheimer brought him over. He's the passing game coordinator for a reason, right? So, but he coached Josh well, was the OC, Cam Newton prior. Mm-hmm. So he has some lineage when it comes to him. Now, I'll say this. I do owe the Buffalo Bills fans, Bills Mafia. There's a lot of Bills fans that watch this channel as well. I owe y'all a new wide receiver because my dog Keon Coleman's out there acting a fool, embarrassing me. So
he's rough.
It's crazy. I did a film breakdown like week 1 on him, week 1 or week 2.
Yeah.
And it went crazy. I'm like, okay, he's starting to get it, And then like after that, he's like,
figuring it out.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's gonna turn the corner now. And all these Bills fans like, yeah, man, we like Keon. And then it was just like, I was watching the other day. And I was just like, all right, bro. Like,
So I think one of the issues with him is more so like maturity.
right.
Why he was benched this year had a lot to do with the fact that he was missing meetings, he was running late to meetings,
Yeah.
and Sean McDermott's a stickler when it comes to the culture.
Oh, right. Absolutely.
So when you disrespect him,
right.
then he's gonna punish you for it.
Right, rightfully so, right.
I'm very curious to see if Joe Brady wants to keep him on.
Mhm.
He's been going to the podium and he's been saying that he believes that Keon Coleman still has something in him.
Right.
Him being head coach is the best thing to happen to him in his career.
Ah.
But it could be all smoke.
Smoke, right.
I mean, we could send him over to you guys.
Nah, we're good. I think we got George Pickens now. Wide receiver, man. We're good at wide receiver, man. They're saying what? Josh Allen can't make the offseason. So, what is your thoughts on Josh Allen, bro? Do you think that he doesn't have the personnel around him? Is it a coaching thing?
No. Listen, as far as Bills fans are concerned, I'm probably public enemy number one because I tell them how it is.
See, so he's the Bills version of me, right? So.
Look, so I feel like you can give him credit for being one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Right.
But he's not immune from criticism.
Right.
Every single loss that this Buffalo Bills team has had this year has one common denominator. Most Bills fans are going to blame offensive coordinator, head coach. The key was Josh Allen pissing down his leg and turning the football over 2+ times.
Right.
Same thing that happened in the playoff game. It's funny because you actually told me this about 2 years ago. You're like, with Josh Allen, like all he needs to do is just play like that, calm and complimentary football. Take what the defense gives you.
Right.
He did that in 2024
Right.
and it won him an MVP.
Right.
But in my eyes,
When he has to press.
he's that quarterback that can't be caged up too long. He wants to throw piss missiles
Right.
downfield.
Right.
And eventually he got bored with Joe Brady calling plays, hence why his turnovers skyrocketed this year in 2025. So I don't need him to be throwing, deep go routes all game. Just give it to your playmakers, let him create yards after the catch, and just be a game manager.
Right.
I don't need the sexiness of the quarterback.
And see, I feel like that's just in him where it's like, because we kind of went to the same thing. Like Tony Romo was that type of player, right? Just managing the game isn't enough, right? We got to force it between two defense. And it's like, just get the win, right? And sometimes winning is sexy enough. But I feel like with Josh Allen, man, I'm sitting there watching him, especially watching that playoff game, I was like, he's trying to do too much. Like he's really trying to put on the cape, man. And, eventually it cracks and falls. But yeah, you definitely follow my dog Dan, man.
Do you want some mics, bro?
Yeah.
Mics?
We got some mics and stuff. So you got some equipment, man. So he brought some equipment, All right.
Lock it.
All right. So
Hopefully you're still ready to go.
Charge up.
Yeah? Should be good.
You know what? I have these. I didn't think about plugging these to my laptop.
Do you? Yeah. Lock in right there.
All right. Hold on. We're going to get right, y'all. Let's see here.
I think that might be dead. My bad.
All right. If not, I think mine are charged.
Yeah. I'd go on ahead and I would just
Yeah. Let me see.
I'd lock in with your.
We're going to get right with these mics, man. I was using my AirPods, so.
No.
Yeah.
It's sick. It worked.
What is it?
It's Cowboys Nation. Dude.
Cowboys Nation, man.
Fucking locking in.
I mean, when are we going to get Bills and Cowboys back here, man?
Soon. I mean, dude, we dominated the 90s. We had two shots at it back in the day.
Let me see if that.
Oh, dude, these are nice, brother.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it connects through. Does it?
It should, as long as you end up doing that. But you gotta.
All right.
iPhone microphone, MacBook microphone. It's connected or it's not?
It should be. It's plugged in. Let me see. We're gonna try to mic up here, man. We're gonna do some content. We're gonna go down to the NFL experience and do it the Roundtable CFO Sports way.
Let's do it.
Let's see. And if not, let's see here. Sometimes y'all having too much equipment, it's too difficult.
Yeah.
What's his socials? What's it on?
It's at Real Dan Mitchell.
At Real Dan Mitchell.
And so on all platforms.
On all platforms.
Yes, sir.
Definitely follow him on TikTok. He covers all teams too, man. So,
And Dallas Cowboys, man.
Yeah, man.
It's that in the NFC East Roundtable. Please go on ahead and.
You need to go find Simone.
Yeah. Where's Simone? Where's our Eagles representative? Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah, man. Definitely check in with Roundtable Sports, man. They're doing something big, man. It's great. Like I said, it's showing that we can do this too, man. So this is what, your second one? Second Super Bowl?
My second one. I was at New Orleans last year.
Yeah.
But y'all, biggest pain in the ass logistically. Last year in New Orleans, like you had all of the player interviews about 5 minutes down the road from this area, which is Radio Row.
Yeah.
Now we need to drive an hour and a half just to get interviews from these players.
Yeah.
And like Jay Tuck, like he has like maybe 2 players that have a Cowboys connection.
Right.
Like with DeMarcus Lawrence, etc. For me, and so I have Stephon Diggs and Matt Collins on the Patriots.
Right.
So I'm not about to drive an hour and a half to go on ahead and interview a bunch of guys that like is really not going to mean anything to my audience.
Right.
San Francisco has been a cool place, though.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I've never been here before.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it.
I've been in Santa Clara, so it's nice, beautiful weather. Yeah. It's kind of like downtown, like a Chicago-ish type vibe, I would say. Maybe
warmer.
Yeah, a little warmer, nice Chicago.
Yeah, warmer. It's dope.
So we're gonna get out, but it make no sense, bro. That's what they do. Like they keep the teams far away from all the action, but it's like even with that, bring them into where we're at so we have the interviews and then take them back out. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, last night, bro, it was like an hour and 30 minutes back, like to there and then back. So like I said, last night when I got back here, I was like, I'm going to bed, man. They're like, let's go out to eat. I'm like, no, I need to recoup, man. So because Las Vegas was like that though. Now that I remember, because Las Vegas, they were out in the mountains, like somewhere at this hotel. So I get it, trying to keep them off the strip, but for the most part.
And so you were at that?
Yeah. So this is my third one.
Third one?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I had to do Vegas, man. Vegas, New Orleans.
That's your favorite place on earth, man.
Favorite place on earth, man.
I feel like every time I talk to you, you're on the way to Vegas.
I went to Vegas for my birthday. Probably spinning back around, be back there again, man. So love Las Vegas, man. Yeah. Gotta keep them off the strip, man. So overall, man, like, what's your experience? Like, how do you feel like as a content creator being here, man? Because I felt like the very first time I did Las Vegas, it was kind of overwhelming. I felt like I didn't belong, but then now it's like,
it's surreal, man. Like I always try to remind myself that. So regardless of where you start, whether or not that you're a radio guy, or you went to school for journalism, and like you're working for a local news station. I feel like that imposter syndrome like really goes through each and every single person that does it. But it's great that now the league is finally starting to show a little bit of credit rate to the guys that just start by making videos right within their spare bedrooms, talking about ball. It's crazy. Like I'm like walking around, I'm seeing podcasts of all sizes. I'm seeing influencers I talk to, but then at the next table, I'm seeing Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharp doing their thing. I'm seeing Nick Wright walk around. I'm seeing Kay Adams over there. It's awesome, man. Like one thing I always try to tell people, like y'all are clearly very into sports, right? Like you're like tuning in, like you're listening to like people like myself and Jay talk about ball. It's as long as you want this and as long as you stay as consistent as humanly possible, I'm telling you, y'all could be at a Super Bowl one day.
Y'all, this is living proof right in front of you guys. Like, I never asked you, what prompted you to even start doing content?
So about 4 or 5 years ago, I was in like some sales position right in San Francisco, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
I was dating a girl at the time. We were at happy hour. I had one too many beers, and I was just yapping her ear off about football because I was pumped about the Buffalo Bills season in 2019. She didn't give a shit.
Right.
So I went home and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about the Buffalo Bills. Woke up. That next morning, I saw it had like 10,000 views. I had 1,000 subscribers. I was like, okay, like, this is cool, right? So I just kept on doing it. I kept on making videos about trending news around the Bills. I got wildly obsessed with it. And then eventually I started getting like some of the various companies reaching out, being like, hey, man, we want to sponsor your content. And then eventually it just started to make sense where I was just like, holy shit. I'm making more money with this than I would have with my current career. So I made the full-time jump about 3 years ago. I've never looked back. And I mean, I work my dream job, man. I talk ball with guys like Jay Tuck, for a living. It's dope.
It's insane, man. Because like my story was Well, it was during the pandemic during 2020, and Skywalker still. I never knew this existed at all. So he was like, "Man, come on my live show." I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm on his live show, sitting in my man cave, back hurting, and we're talking, and everyone was like, "Okay, where's his channel? Where's his channel?" I'm like, I don't have one, right? And so I started a video. My very first video was suggesting how the Cowboys should draft CeeDee Lamb. And of course,
Perfect topic.
He's not going to be there. This guy sucks. He's an idiot. He thinks CeeDee Lamb's going to be there at 17. So me being so, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, there's some other guys like Clavion Chasen and, Cesar Ruiz in the draft, right?
Yeah.
And then it hit. Boom, drafted CeeDee Lamb. And then it was just like.
And all of a sudden.
Right, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. This guy was on it, And so then it's like.
So your YouTube journey started by you being right.
By being right. Yep, CeeDee Lamb. Why CeeDee Lamb should be the draft pick, man. So
if you weren't right, would you have continued this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was. It wasn't even about me being right? Because here's the crazy part. I've been doing this for years. Everything I'm doing is nothing new. I'm just putting it on camera. You see what I'm saying? Because you go back to the 2016 when we drafted Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott in Chicago. I was there, right? And NFL Network said, okay, Cowboys fans, who is the player on day 3 the Dallas Cowboys should draft, right? I said Dak Prescott. Had a great Senior Bowl, hard leader, hard worker, can't miss prospect, right? On Twitter. Drafted Dak. It had about 8 views, 8 likes. No one cared, right?
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is the same exact thing I've been doing, y'all, and people just love it. Are you from Buffalo? You're not from Buffalo.
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved to Florida when I was about 13 years old.
Okay.
And so all my family's still there, and
okay,
I'm still up there regularly for games.
So how are you feeling about the new stadium? Do you feel because
it's nice? It's nice.
Do you feel like you're going to lose Bill's Mafia spirit? That's what happened to us, right? We was this tough. We was tough, gritty. Texas Stadium was a place you did not want to come. We got this brand new $1 billion playpen. No tailgate in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right. Instagram models walking around is for photos. Can't stand up, It's kind of.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. So, do you think that's going to happen to Buffalo, or are you going to be able to keep the essence of what Bill's Mafia is?
So I think we'll keep the essence largely because when you go to Buffalo Stadium, it's literally smack dab in a suburb. So
okay.
You could walk 10 feet and you're right in a residential neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And they're tearing down that stadium, and that's going to be turned into a parking lot where fans can continue to tailgate. Mm-hmm. No, man, I'm definitely not concerned about us losing the whole breaking tables, drunken belligerency all around, right outside of Highmark Stadium. It's interesting because I've been looking at the heartbreaks of Buffalo Bills seasons for the past couple of years, and some rumors are floating around that our previous stadium was built on an Indian burial ground.
And that's why it was.
So I think it makes sense. I'm like, holy shit. No wonder we saw a wide right.
Right.
No wonder we saw Brandon Cooks, who actually caught that football, by the way.
Man.
No wonder that happened. So maybe now that we moved across the street, maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get it done.
I'll tell you, man, at this point, I have no idea what it catches at the NFL level, man.
No, neither do I.
I have no clue.
No.
I have no clue. I really thought that,
And so do you think it was a catch? Cowboys fans.
I thought it was a catch.
Do you think Brandon Cooks caught that football? I got to know your thought from an objective standpoint.
I thought it was a catch, right?
Me too.
He had control of it. He hit the ground.
And so he didn't survive the DB ripping it out of his hands.
Right.
Like that's what it was.
Right. So if I don't know. So I thought it was a catch, man. But who do I don't know what a catch is. Cowboys fans to this day don't know what a catch is. But it's interesting you say that about the Bills Stadium because I'm probably going to be a partial op of yours here soon.
Yeah.
Because where the Kansas City Chiefs are moving their stadium is literally where we picked up the credentials from my house from where we are right now.
Really?
It's literally going to be in my backyard, man.
So the new stadium in Kansas City.
Yeah, so they're moving from Missouri.
So it's in Kansas, isn't it?
It's moving to Kansas City, Kansas, and it's literally 2 blocks behind
It's still
my
in
house.
Close proximity, though, right? Right up Kansas City, or a half hour, 45 minutes outside?
No, it's probably about 45 minutes. Because right now it's Kansas City, Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
And so they're over in Raytown and Jackson area, right? But now they're moving to the Kansas side. So probably from where they're going to be now, it's probably 50 minutes, give or take.
50 minutes, give or take. Okay.
Right. But they're moving to Kansas, man, and the Chiefs are literally going to be in my backyard, man. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be hard not to fan.
This damn Kansas. Damn Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see if Patrick Mahomes is actually going to play week
man,
1.
you've
I'm
been
not
wishing
entirely
the Chiefs
convinced.
away, and this is what you get. Get the Patriots
listen.
back.
All right, listen, let me tell you what. So I told Jay Tuck this yesterday. I said, you know what? All offseason I was saying I just don't need the Kansas City Chiefs to be in the Super Bowl. But now that I see my divisional rival, the fucking New England Patriots, are back, I'm sorry for cussing out
You're
Jay
good.
Tuck's
You're
channel.
good, man. We cuss all the time, bro.
Yeah. But I wish the Chiefs were back here this year.
Yeah.
I wish they were. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Plus, they've been a little bit more action-packed, right? You get more content with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Pat Mahomes,
exactly.
Travis Kelce,
And so I feel like all these teams don't have a lot of star power either.
Right.
Like half of the guys on the Seattle Seahawks, it was very difficult for me to be like, oh my God, I need to get in line. And so to interview this like second string tight end that they have.
Right.
But
like Elijah Arroyo, I'm like, all right, he's a rookie out of Miami, but I was like I asked Christian Gonzalez a question because I cover Christian Gonzalez at the draft in Kansas City, and I was like, hey, what's something about your game that you really don't think that people understand yet? Yeah, and it was just like, I don't know that. It's like, God, all right,
just
just
not PR.
Right, yeah, I was like, all right, bro.
Yeah,
I kind of just go out there and just do my thing, and I just play out. All right, bro. Like, all right. Best of luck on Sunday. What's his take on Diggs being in the Super Bowl? Like I thought about DeMarcus Lawrence being there. So, do you have any animosity that Diggs made it? Okay.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, so when he forced his way out of here, and it's clear as day that he forced his way out, and because Buffalo extended him just 2 years before that, or 1 year before that, he forced his way out right before his money was going to go against the books, like that year. So he put us in an awful cap situation, and from what I understood from people that I know right in the building, he was truly upset that he wasn't getting the football.
Right.
Like, that was the biggest issue with him. He wanted to be the guy that got the targets. He's like your A.J. Brown. That he could the leading game and all of it. So I made a couple of videos of trashing the guy.
So that's why you didn't get in the pit last night.
That's why I didn't get in the pit on the off chance. He may have recognized me. I'm good. I'm good. I said some stuff, but and so I guess enough still looked pretty solid even without him. Yeah, I understand we're a screen type offense. We're by itself, but it stays. One of the benefits of seeing a team that you hate so much in the Super Bowl is that there's some fucking roll.
Right.
Like when it happens.
Right.
And that's what I'm hoping.
Right. So
I'm hoping that Seattle embarrasses the fuck out of them.
Well, yeah, because it's the Patriots, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, breaking up on video. All right, cool. We're back. I think we're back. All right. Because I was wondering, how does Bills Mafia really view Stephon? Is he hated? Because, Cowboys fans, I don't think we still have figured it out yet, but there's some who's just, anti-Micah Parsons, right? And just he wanted to be in Dallas. He's clearly still around Cowboys players, but the money didn't work out. So did you guys let the business get in the way, or is it you know what, he left us, screw him, on to the next one?
So I sort of look at it like this.
Facts. Glad it's not Philly. I think everyone can agree.
Should I hate him for how he left? I mean, I guess.
Right.
And so I do understand into the business side of things. Say that it was hey, I want to be put into a position where I can win a ring.
Right.
I suppose I get it. Because one thing that I always try to tell my own fan base, some people think they're just oh my God, these players, they have some undying loyalty to this organization. But really at the end of the day, and something I always try to tell people, most NFL players look at their NFL team as strictly a paycheck.
Right.
They look at it. It's no different to how we go about our professional lives. If, for example, we feel like we're not being utilized right to the highest possibility, we're always looking for a better opportunity on an individual basis in our own careers. It's no different from NFL players.
Right.
And I always try to remind myself of that. I'm look, I was born in Buffalo. I love the Buffalo Bills. It's a part of me. But most players, it's just the paycheck to them. It's just their 9 to 5. And they're always going to go somewhere that has a better opportunity that's good for them.
Right.
So it sucks, but it's a cruel truth of NFL fans.
Yeah, exactly. Like, your doctor might switch locations, your financial advisor might switch firms. Like, it's just
no
just the nature of the
loyalty.
beast, right? There's no loyalty, right? There's no loyalty, right? And I get it. They want fans. Oh, it's Richie and Colby over there. But fans want players to bleed it like we bleed it, and that's just not the case, So, it's kind of interesting because fans get so mad, like he should have just took a cheaper deal and stayed in. I'm like, that's not how it works, because you wouldn't do that same thing at work. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't take a cheaper deal to help your company out, especially when you're the highest producer. So
Yeah.
So it's one of those things.
Shitty stuff.
Media party tonight, man.
Big stuff.
What you excited to do, man? Last year, the media party, so my son, he went to a school event. He put a snake around his neck. So I had to, show him that dad's no punk. I put the snake around my neck, man. Wasn't feeling it.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Like with all these media parties, what they like to do is kind of show what their city has to offer.
Right.
Tonight, I could imagine, is going to be more so showing like tech focused.
Right.
Since we're in Silicon Valley.
Right.
We leave here in a couple of hours to go check it out after some hard work for the past couple of days. So it should be a good time. Maybe we'll actually, release a couple of videos.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff from the media party. Tons of Madden stuff, man. So I think I might be a party record tonight, y'all, and just stay on Madden and just sweep the whole room, and run through people on Madden. But they're probably gonna have food from San Francisco, because last year they had like New Orleans, like red beans and rice and stuff like that, man. So it should be fun. Trying to think if anything else. Roundtable Sports, man. So tell people like about Roundtable Sports. How they got involved.
Yeah, man. So about 4 years ago, myself and TD Finstock, Richie from NY Jets, and Master at Work, who's a Patriots fan, we thought it would be a good idea for us to meet together for a divisional debate show, rip each other's throats out once a week. Saw some success there, so we started reaching out to guys like Jay Tuck. We started reaching out to a YouTuber that already had an established audience for every single fan base, and we launched the show for each and every single division. It's called Roundtable Sports. He's on the NFC East Roundtable. I'm on the AFC East Roundtable. And it's a podcast network that we've been building for the past couple of years. Slowly but surely, we're starting to launch these individual team shows. Really, our goal is just to be the number one YouTube NFL network on the market today. So it's fun stuff. I highly recommend you go over and support J Tuck when you can. Solid show over there. Rio's a hoot, by the way.
Yeah, Rio, man. I love
confidence dwindled this year, though.
Oh yeah,
because
when the season started, those Commanders fans on that show, I couldn't tell them nothing. No. It was just hell to the hell. And I was like, you guys really think you're going back? Like, you really, and they felt it. They felt Jaden Daniels MVP, and to see him kind of just slowly dwindle away, man. It's like I told you, and like Simone, I let her kind of feel herself, but I knew eventually that balloon was going to get popped too. So, we all here losers, man. So I'm okay with it. So
the Eagles are an interesting case. Like it's literally a roller coaster with that team.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they switch off from offensive coordinator. It's like bare minimum,
right?
So they're making it to the NFC Championship or the big game,
right,
or they're getting first round into the playoffs.
Right, yeah.
That's just who they are.
Right.
I think A.J. Brown's gone.
You do?
Yeah, I think he's gone this year. I'm not sure where he's going to sign, but it's pretty clear he wants nothing to do with Philly.
Yeah.
Like next year.
Especially with a new OC too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know Simone's all about Jalen Hurts as well, but like it's tough for me to put him in a top 10 conversation. It's very difficult. It's public enemy.
I hear you. Her ears probably perked up, man.
And so I'm public enemy number one, like when I say things like that, but like you can't tell me that like he's top 10. It's very Colby. It's very difficult for me, like when I see things like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell, man. All right, here's the other parts of the crew, man.
Right past? Who's that?
Huh?
Is it yours?
It is now. I hijacked it, man. So this is the man of the hour, man. It's Kobe. He covers the Patriots, so he's the one. The top of the AFC East, man. So he's doing this thing, man. We're live with Cowboys.
Our guy just walked by and just talking to someone. I see some tall dude walk right past. I'm like, I know that guy, Joe Milton.
Oh yeah, we saw Joe
Milton,
man.
Yeah,
we saw Joe Milton. Yeah, Bazooka Joe, man.
Bazooka Joe, man.
He
launched an orange out of a stadium. That's how crazy his arm is.
Since we're telling, like,
True story.
no accuracy, man, but he can fire that thing.
What we said in New England was Joe Milton can throw a ball 80 yards, but if you need him to pass the ball 5, he's going to throw the ball 80 yards.
Yeah. No touch, man. It's my dog Kobe, man. Like, so he's living. You say that, man. So how does it feel not only to have your Patriots in the Super Bowl, but you're actually covering them? Because there's something I probably never get the experience. I know Richie will probably never get the experience. Dan probably never get the experience. How does it feel, man?
Man, I grew up, seeing the Patriots go to Super Bowls from the moment I was born. So I was born October of 2001.
Okay.
So I grew
He's a young
up
buck.
Yeah, I'm 24. I grew up literally in this, but I never got to cover the Patriots.
Right.
I was making YouTube videos my first year or two into it, but I was covering those back in the day, but I never got to experience the media side or ever come to the Super Bowl. And I didn't think we were going to be here. I didn't think I was going to be doing it anytime soon.
Right.
So I would say it's just a surreal feeling. I think that's what Patriots fans are feeling right now is just, you didn't expect to go to the playoffs. Everyone said you'd be lucky to win 8 games, and everybody gave you excuses all year long. So it's, okay, we finally won a playoff game. Now everything at this point is house money. And now you're in the Super Bowl, and it's the same mindset to where it's house money. I think if we were a team like the Buffalo Bills, you have the pressure to win this game. But for us, we've been playing with house money for weeks. So whatever happens is, again, it's house money because what is 2027? What is 2026 going to look like next year, man? And so I would just say it's an unreal feeling, but kind of just trying to soak it all in as it comes along.
Well, selfishly, you took my head coach, man. I was telling them earlier, like last night, standing in front of Coach Vrabel, it was just like, man, I'm ready to go. Like whatever you need from me, Coach, man. So tell me how excited you were when you first hired Mike Vrabel and how you're feeling now, of course.
Yeah, man, when we hired Mike Vrabel originally, I was like, there's no way they're going to fire Gerard Mayo, right? I mean, you came in, you had cap space, but you had limited draft capital. It was year one. He acquired the worst talented roster, year one of Drake May. You got to give a guy another year, right? And then they ended up firing him the second that Week 18 ended against the Buffalo Bills.
So do you think there was anything backdoor knowing that, okay, we can get Vrabel? That was the reason why Mayo didn't get a second opportunity? Or
yeah, so there were reports that came out that Vrabel actually used the Jets head coach opening as leverage to get the job for the New England Patriots. So he was going to interview with them, but never actually wanted to be their head coach. But it was just, hey, I'm going to rub some shoulders here. And so I do think that is what led Robert Kraft to firing Gerard Mayo. I think the last few weeks of the 2024 season, and after you win 4 games, it was like, all right, yeah, this guy's definitely not for us. He doesn't have in it. He doesn't have that culture in him. And I remember with Gerard Mayo, we had this thing called Walk Back Mondays, right? So Gerard Mayo would say one thing in the presser on Monday, and then Friday he would totally go back on what he said early on in the week. I think that's what ultimately got him fired. It's all about culture, right? That's what we were solidified. It wasn't about winning games, but it was, can you solidify a culture that the players believe in and that players want to ultimately come here and play in, right? And Stephon Diggs, based off what everyone said, wasn't that guy. We have not seen that guy that everybody told us about one time since he got to New England. All these players are actually crediting him. I mean, Patriots linebacker Robert Spillane even saying today in the media conferences that, he came here and he became such a leader for this team. You look at before the games in the huddles, who's the guy leading those huddles? It's Stephon Diggs. The motto of the New England Patriots this year is, we're all we got, we're all we need. And that was actually stated by Stephon Diggs in that Buffalo game when they beat them early on in the season. And so, honestly, without Stephon Diggs, not just from a player standpoint, but from a leadership standpoint, the Patriots are not in the Super Bowl.
Right. And so that's what sometimes people don't understand. Sometimes you need to change the scenery. It's the same thing with like George Pickens, right? George Pickens, had this narrative about him out in Pittsburgh. And since he's been here, he's been a model citizen, happy to be here. He's at the Pro Bowl currently, smiling. So sometimes it's just getting out of a toxic situation, man. But my dog, Kobe, man, appreciate you. Tell everybody where they can find you, my guy.
Hey, man, you guys can find me on YouTube at Patriots Global, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at Patriots Global, giving you guys all the coverage for the New England Patriots.
All right, my guys. Well, we appreciate y'all, man. Roundtable Sports, of course, y'all can follow me. Jerry trying to show you how to string you out. It's because of the Wi-Fi over here, man, because I'm competing with Wi-Fi from that Bleacher Report over there, man, and everything, man. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go over to the NFL Live experience and get some content over there, man. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff, man. I deeply appreciate y'all Cowboys Nation for rocking with me, and we'll probably be back live tomorrow, man. So I want to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Live from Media Row. Peace.
Cowboys Nation, man. We just did a giant.
It's ending it. I just ended it right now. I think.
It's been
Spotty.
hit or miss, but Jake had to buy the 11th. And so it's only for one computer too. So
It's only for one. What?
it's for one computer
Wow.
and for the internet. So he couldn't.
This video is brought to you by Sleeper, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. And right now, Sleeper is doing something crazy, unimaginable. Yes, Sleeper right now is giving you a free $20. Yep, free. All you have to do is be a new subscriber and download Sleeper, and Sleeper will give you $20 in your account to play your daily fantasy pick. So if you want to pick Dak Prescott to go over his passing yards because he's playing at an MVP level, just use Sleeper. And also, if you want to make a deposit, use the code CFO. Sleeper will match 100% up to $100. So download Sleeper, get your free $20 to play daily fantasy sports, and also use the code CFO to get 100% up to $100 on your match. And let's go get this money, gang.